feel like we have a long weekend here because it is a long weekend for us. We do Tuesday through Fridays. So that's why it's always a long weekend for us. I'll wait a couple minutes till everybody gets in. Listening to my Bee Gees. It's a good day. Come on in. Grab your drink. I got my old, well, it's not old, it just looks old. A matcha frappuccino. Ready to talk your ears off. Come on in, everybody. I'm Janine from BBcrafts. Today we are going to be playing around with some 10-inch deco mesh, an assortment of ribbons. I just grabbed all of our cute little ribbons that we have. Aren't those cute? If you're just coming in, definitely say hi. If you're just now finding us, hey, Glorious Wreaths. If you're just now finding us, please give us a follow. It's all about follows on TikTok. So if you're on TikTok, please give us a follow and help us get our crafty TikTok shop up and running. I'm going to go into my social media as well, and I'm going to share. Let me find, there we are, BBcrafts. Let me go in. There's nothing like self-promotion, right? Hey, Wendy. How are ya? Let's get crafty with some lemons. Oops, not linens. Lemons. Facebook, are you there? I don't see anybody making comments over on Facebook. Definitely hope you guys are out there. There we go. Go into that. If you guys can share this live too, that would be great. That's actually what I'm doing right now. So it just helps. It just helps us. Okay, see, look at, I'm like doing audio feedback here. Okay, now I'm fine with some lemons. All right, so now I'm all done with that. Let's get crafting. Hey, Michelle. Thanks for sharing. I have such a relaxing voice. Oh, my kids wouldn't agree. My kids definitely wouldn't agree. They're like, oh my God, Mom. Got me some sweet tea. Oh, nice. I wish I had sweet tea. I just have this little melted down frappuccino. All right, let's get back. Well, let's get back to my little music. I don't know what happened to my music. Oh, there it goes. Okay. So today we're going to do something, and I looked on our back boards and I was like, you know what, did I not do this technique? Like, I call myself seriously the queen of cruffles because it seems like everything I do has cruffles in it. And cruffles, I'll show you what I'm talking about. And this is doing the exact cruffle method that I always do, except it's just folding it in half. Hold on, I think this is a little loud. It kind of sounds like a little discotheque. Hold on. There we go. Yeah, so it's a cruffle method, but I'm just folding it in half. Let me show you. Okay, so like I said, it's a 10-inch wreath form. I'm using our cute lemon. This was like truly hot off the presses. Like, this was still warm. Our little welcome lemon sign. So this is a 10-inch. Okay, everything I'm using here is from BBcrafts, and you guys know the quality is beyond great. Like the mesh, everything. I did cut the mesh today with a wood burner just because I didn't want any fraying. But if you're trying to avoid the fray as well and you don't have a wood burner, just make sure that your rotary trimmer has a new blade in it. If you have a new blade, it's really, really good. It's about the closest you can get to a wood burner if you have a new blade. And I know as crafters, we have these tools and stuff, our scissors and our rotary cutters. every now and then, just check on them. Because we put them through so much, you know what I mean? So we put them through so much stuff that we kind of need to take care of them. So remember to change your blades. You can always sharpen your scissors as well. Fiskars makes a scissor sharpening little tool. I use that one at home and I love it. A lot of people even will use aluminum foil. So you can look that up. There's things on TikTok, there's things on Facebook, things on YouTube on how to sharpen those, because you'll find that we get so overwhelmed with just crafting that we forget, like, you know, we're actually struggling and you don't even realize it. And then you're like, oh my God, you put in a new blade and it's like, oh shoot, where was this? You know, this could have made my life so much easier. So just a little PSA for your tools. Take care of your tools. So like I said, I'm going to put this stuff to the side. This is other things that we'll be needing. Okay, so like I said, it's 14-inch. I'm using the yellow deco mesh, which I'll show you that one. We still have also our coupon, hey Lola, we still have our coupon going on to May 15. So make sure you're using that when you place your orders. We have some really great deals going on. This one here is $4.99. Today we'll be using 3 different colors. You can actually do more than 3 different colors with this project. Like if you wanted to add a black in here, you could, or like a dark navy as well would look just as cute. But that's just the colors that I picked. And then you'll be using your 14-inch wreath form. Those little tiny rubber bands. I call these dog grooming rubber bands. I don't know if you've ever had like a little Shih Tzu or a Cocker Spaniel. We used to have Cocker Spaniels growing up. And they put the little top knots in their hair. That's what it reminds me of. Leah, thanks for your little bucket of goodies here. And then you're gonna need cable ties. So today on this one, each section, we're gonna need 6 cable ties. So 6 times 7 is 42. So you're going to need 42 of these. Hey, Justin. So you're going to need 42 of those. 6 times 7. Yeah, 42. I had to go back with my old school arithmetic. 42 of those. So on these, we did, so 7. So 14. Okay, so I'm doing 14 of each color. And they are all 16 inches. Okay. Do you ship to Canada? Somebody asked.
Yes.
Yes, we do.
Shipping cost is calculated at checkout.
Okay, the shipping cost is calculated at checkout. And that was for Joni. So, but Joni definitely used that 15% off too. Okay. If you guys are just joining me over on TikTok, make sure you're giving a follow. Let me get my little counter on. It helps me see who's on here, who's given us a follow. All right, so we're already. Okay, thanks. Stripes and stuff's cute. Tina, thanks for the follow. Okay, so like I said, we're using these 3. We're using these at 14 inches. So as I'm sitting here chatting with you, I already pre-cut to 14 inches so you guys can see. So that's 14 inches, okay? And I'll show you this. And you can go ahead and swap the screens now too for that one. So that way you guys have a bigger view over on Facebook. If you guys ever want, I'm talking to TikTok, if you guys ever want a better view of what I'm doing, jump over to Facebook. They have 2 views. So they have this view. This is the view that they have, but they also have a view of my workspace. So, and we are the same, we're BBcrafts over on Facebook as well, okay? So like I said, this is 14 inches, 10-inch deco mesh. And I say I'm the queen of cruffles because every project I do always has a cruffle in it. Okay, so, and believe it or not, the end of the rolls, like if you have not the beginning of the roll, and the beginning meaning like a fresh roll, if you have it more towards the end, it rolls up tighter. So just be aware of that. And I'll show you what the difference of that is. Okay, so I'm just gonna give it, here, let me put this on here so you can see a little bit better. So I'm just gonna get it and I'm gonna try to do, normally I do a real loose curl under, but I'm kind of trying to make it tighter. So it's like an inch, and I go 1, 2, 3. So it's smaller and tighter, okay? Normally when I do my other cruffles, and I'll show you some of the wreath. Oh, there's nothing behind me that has cruffles that you can see. Okay, and then I'm just putting that there just so you could see better. Normally I don't keep that on there because I usually try to go a little bit faster. So I'm going to do the exact same thing. So I'm doing 1, 2, 3. Okay, so see how tight those are? Normally they're a little bit, usually I cut them longer, so they're usually a little bit bigger. Okay, and then I do that itsy bitsy spider like I always do on all my cruffles. So you go 1, 2, and then I grab that other one, and that's 3. Okay, so now you have it right in the middle, and it looks just like our regular cruffle. So it turns in, both of them turn in the same, right? So this would be front and then back, or however, some people like them up like this, but it doesn't matter because what the difference is, what I normally don't do with my cruffles is I normally don't fold them up like that. So basically I took that butterfly and I just made it go upwards. Here, let me do it on here. So here it is here, and I'm just folding it in half. So my finger is in the middle there, okay? And you just kind of close it there. Thanks, guys. You guys are following today like crazy. Some days it's like pulling teeth. I got a good group today. Okay, so then I'm just going through, putting those little rubber bands on. And sometimes you can double them. It just depends. Some of them are really tight. Some of them are not. Okay, so once you have it on there, you have like a little something that looks like this. See? So then that's going to be the look of our wreath going around. Okay, so I've already done the green. I sat here and did the green previous. So the part of this that's going to take a little bit longer, like I said, we always try to keep our tutorials to like an hour and a half is usually our sweet spot. There's no way I can do this in an hour and a half just because of the prep work. So I cut 14 of these, 14 of these, and then 14 of the yellow, okay? And then on top of cutting those, then you have to fold these, okay? But once you fold them, you know, you can put them all in a bag together, a box together, a laundry basket works really well too. So I just kind of throw them all in a pile, and that's it. So putting the wreath together goes really quick. It's just a matter of getting these things together, okay? So as I'm going through, I'm going to be a little bit quicker, but stop me if you have any questions. Like, that's what I'm here for. Okay. There we go. We're going to do that the other way. Okay. And then I'm going to do that 1, 2, 3. And then I'm going to take that piece off. Right? So we got our little butterfly. So then we need to take that butterfly, fold her in half. Okay, your finger is in there. Get your little rubber band. There we go. Anybody else over here on Facebook? Are you guys all being quiet today? Okay. And then I just do that and throw it to the side, right? That's all we're doing. Oh, you know what? I was going to put different. Okay, so this is my pile of green over here. So I have 14 green already folded up. I was going to start on my blues, but I got sidetracked with my yellow. Thanks for the follows, guys. This is awesome. This is a great follow day. We're up to 2235. Okay, so we're just doing that quick. 3. Use that little guy. Usually if it's real curled up, you don't even need that little holder, the clothespin, because it usually will just stay rolled up for you. Okay. Sometimes these mats are amazing because sometimes you just want to see and make sure that you're folding it in half, which I am. Put your finger right there and go from there. Jessica, can you check and see if anybody's saying something on Facebook? I can't see. Okay, I mean, just put one of those little guys. Check and see on this one. Sometimes on that screen they're saying stuff, but I just don't see it over here. Or refresh it, no? Interesting. Thanks for the follows.
You're not seeing what?
The last one I have is from Joni Wilson on here, saying thank you. Is that the only last one? Okay. Let me look. Let me look real quick.
Oh, there we go. Brenda.
Oh, okay. Yes. And you got another order coming next week? Well, awesome. Okay. I just wanted to make sure. I'm like, I don't ever want you guys to think that I'm ignoring you, because if I can't see it, then I don't acknowledge it, obviously. But just know, sometimes it's Facebook. They just won't let us be great sometimes. That's why I kind of lean towards TikTok. I'm like, ugh. Someone said, hi, Jessica.
She came in today.
Oh, somebody said hi, Jessica. Yeah, Jessica's here. She's behind the scenes. We're turning her into a producer. She's going to be our producers behind the scenes. We put Mike on some errands. Mike's got to go run errands. Okay. So yeah, so I'm just folding them in half. So Brenda, are you working on all your 4th of July stuff? When I get back, I'm gonna be out one whole week. Not this week, the following week. But when I get back, I might do an on location thing from my house, because I want to do a cover for my mailbox. If you guys have mailboxes that are standalone mailboxes. So definitely stay tuned with that, because I want to decorate it for 4th of July. I think it'll be really cute. So we'll be live on location. Do you have a craft? Oh, God. Don't even ask about my junky craft room. If you saw my craft room. Well, maybe when we do our little location thing, I'll show you my craft room. My craft room has just... I'm a serial crafter, if that makes sense. I have all types of crafts in my craft room. So I just don't have wreath stuff. Like, I know a lot of you guys just, a lot of you too make money from your wreaths and stuff. So it's more of a business. I have a huge craft room. Well, it used to be a dining room. And now it's my craft room. But I have my big giant laser is in there now. So that takes up most of the room in there. But I do have all my crafty stuff. But maybe I'll clean it up before that happens. Because I'd be embarrassed if you guys saw my craft room right now. Who else has embarrassing craft rooms? Raise your hands. I'm so envious. Like, I follow a lot of like craft room Instagrams, like perfect little craft rooms, like, with the little white chair and the little white desk. Everybody's raising their hand. And I love seeing those craft rooms. Like, my heart just is like, oh, it's so great. I would love that. But the thing is, mine starts out like that. Like, I get it all ready and just gorgeous. And then I do one craft and it's like a bomb went off. Like, seriously. Craft areas, my dining table. See? Yeah, I took over the whole, it was a formal, we still have a place, like with a dining room table, but it was the formal dining room that I took over. I'm like, we don't do formal stuff anyway. Who needs formal? Mine is sewing and crafts room. Yep, see, a lot of people double up. So you have different crafts that you do too. Yeah, my mom is the sewer in the family, so we leave that sewing machine over there. And then if we need anything, we just take it to her. Because I was like, that's all I need in my junky room. But I had to put curtains on it because, you know, when people come over, they pass that room. So I'm like, I don't want people to see it. And I mean, that's okay. We're all just, you know, creative creative minds are not clean. Like, it's well documented. Like, that's our creative brains. Brains don't work like that. So my husband and I are opposites. He's not a creative brain, but everything he has is like lined up. Like, everything is organized, and it's like, if you go in a garage, you can be like, where's this? And it'll be like red cable ties, black cable ties, green cable ties. And you're just like I just have a drawer with cable ties. Isn't that weird that we have total opposites, that our significant others are total opposites? So yeah, so he's like that. And he just looks at me and shakes his head like, ay, ay, ay. I'm like, you know, but he loves it when everybody's like, oh my God, your wife's so creative. He's like, oh yeah. But then he doesn't say like, yeah, and I tripped all over her, you know, I tripped all over her crap that was left all over the floor. So, yeah. If you guys are just joining on, I'm just doing cruffle folds, okay, with, this is 10-inch deco mesh, and it's cut at 14 inches, okay? So I'm just doing that cruffle, and then what I do is I hold the middle, and I just fold it up, okay? Yes, actually I do. If you saw on our, I think it's on our Instagram too, I showed where I kind of recycled. So I had a bunny wreath on there with, can you tell? I love leopard print. So it was a bunny chewing bubble gum with like a leopard print headband or something. And it's been so windy at our house. It was just caked in like fine dust. And I was like, ugh. And I knew I wasn't going to use it for next year, you know? So I basically dismantled it. And I just took everything apart, threw the mesh away. I mean, mesh is cheap. Like, we can keep buying that for $4. So I threw the mesh away, but I kept the sign, the base, and the ribbons. Because actually the ribbons were still really good too. So I kept that because, of course, I'm a hoarder. And it worked out perfect. So I made a little like TikTok about it, saying that it's easier to store that than to store that big old wreath that was all dusty. So I definitely saved some room on that. What do you guys do? Uh-oh, it went out on this one. What do you guys do over on TikTok? Do you guys do anything other than wreaths? On Facebook over here, Brenda says she also does sewing in her crafts room. So I just thought it was me. I just thought it was my little crazy brain that wants to do everything. Okay, so we're folding it up, and you can kind of, you know, make it nice and straight if you like. As you go on. Hair bows. Oh, you know what? Trisha, you said diamond art. Do you think you could do that in the car? I want to, like I said, we're taking a road trip, and I want to do something crafty in the car. But I was thinking, what? Decorated a bowling ball? No. How do you decorate a bowling ball? Ooh, okay. I love fresh florals. I love the smell. Hey, Darla. Not a car thing? Okay, good thing you told me that. So I was thinking that, or there was like crochet, like you could crochet those little kits, you know, like you can make like a little Hello Kitty or whatever. I was like, oh, maybe I'll do that. I just wanted to have something to do with my hands. I just wanted to have something to do with my hands, so I wasn't so bored. And then we were talking about audiobooks or podcasts. I was like, that's probably something fun to do too. Keychains. Okay. When you say keychains, what do you mean keychains? Because I think, I know on my laser cutter, I can cut acrylic to like personalized keychains. There we go. Yeah, I'm trying to find something. I still got, we're not leaving until, not this Friday, the next Friday, so the 31st. Oh, okay, the beaded ones. I could probably do that in the car as long as the beads don't fall everywhere, huh? But that would be cute too. I don't know, I just will get bored just sitting there in the car. I know me. But it should be fun because I just found out, and I've known my husband for 12 years. I just found out that he's never taken a long road trip before. So I was like, what do you mean you've never taken a long road trip? He's like, no, like, you know, to Arizona from California. That's not very much. Do I like to read? I do, but the only thing I'm worried about is that getting car sick, you know, like when you're trying to read. But I thought I would do audiobooks so that way my husband can listen at the same time. But then it's also, now I got to figure out an audiobook that we would both want to listen to. So if you have any recommendations, please send them my way. You know, at the end of the day, I was like, I could listen to like a biography or something of someone that we both like. I can like listen to that. But yeah, he's like, well, how much are you gonna drive? And I was like, how much am I gonna drive? I'm the passenger princess. You're driving. We're actually going, so we're from California, we're going over to Georgia, and then we might hit North Carolina. So we're going into Georgia. And then normally we would fly, but my husband is into firearms, or whatever the correct words is for that. So he needs to get some stuff, so we can't really like bring it back. Right? It says it's a 30-hour drive if you're just to drive straight through from here. But, you know, I want to make it fun. Like, I've never seen a Buc-ee's, and I'm dying for a Buc-ee's. I'm dying for a Buc-ee's stop. Ooh, seriously? You spray painted them white and then glued the red white. Oh my God, Brenda, I gotta see that. Brenda's talking about decorating bowling balls over here in Facebook. I gotta see that. Oh yeah, we've been to Georgia. My best friend moved to Georgia, and then my other friend lives in Georgia too. And I was there in December, and then I said we have to come back before it gets crazy hot. Hey, Anne-Marie, before it gets crazy hot. And so I think this is a good time to go. But just, you know, just that drive. But I want to do Buc-ee's. My husband, no, I meant you'll fall in love with Buc-ee's. Oh, oh my God, I can't wait. My sister went and sent me a video, and I have just that, I mean, obviously, look, that addictive personality. And I was like, oh my God, I want this, and I want that, and I want this. I already have a list of stuff I want to buy as far as food, like crazy. But we are getting a Buc-ee's that's going to be about 3 hours away from us here in California. It's on the border there of Arizona. So that's to come next. They already broke brisket tacos. Oh, that sounds delicious. So yeah, so I'm looking forward to all of that. And we can't wait till our Buc-ee's. We're calling it our Buc-ee's. It's not even in our state, but I can't wait. I will be making that drive to go get all the goodness. And I guess it's like a little cult following. Like my sister orders even stuff online. I'm like, what? Like the clothes and stuff. I was like, you're nuts. She's like, you're gonna see. I'm like, okay. Just what I need. Something else to collect, right, guys? Brisket tacos sound good right now. So, do you have a Buc-ee's by you? Obviously, you must. Like, I wouldn't want to go anywhere else for gas. I would drive out of my way to go get gas there. All right, we're all done with the green poofs. We're all done with the blue. Now I'm just finishing up, so I have 14 of the yellow, and then we'll put them together and be good. If you're just joining us, we're doing a lemon themed cruffle wreath. So this is our sign. This is our technique that we're doing today. It's just a cruffle, and then you fold it basically in half. Normally I leave it open, but I'm folding it in half and then adding a little rubber band. Okay, so if you're just joining, I know we're yip-yapping. Oh, yeah, they're opening up all over. Oh, okay, so we were gonna stop by New Orleans on our way back from Georgia, but I think we're running out of time. Like my husband wants to do all this other stuff too, and I'm like, whoa, we're running out of time. My dad's side of the family is from Mississippi and New Orleans, so. And then we have friends in Sidell, so, and Kenner. So just on the outskirts there. Look at, now I just made a mess and I can't find my stuff. Okay, so we're just doing that cruffle. Okay, so we're turning it over. We're doing 3 turns. Then we're doing 1, 2, 3. Grab your clothespin out. Okay, so now you have your cruffle, right? Well, let me hold it right. Oh, you know what? We never got the burner phone. Jessica, we never got the burner phone, huh? We never got the burner phone. All right, I was just bringing it up to her. We usually have another phone that we, I said it like a local. Why, what did I say? I love, and my husband's never been, well, like I said, he's never taken a long road trip, but he's never been anywhere down south, so I'm excited to take him. Oh, I love all of that. What did they say? New Orleans? New Orleans. Not New Orleans. Because I wanted to do a swamp tour. I'm a weirdo. New Orleans, yep. Yeah, I learned that as a young girl. I wanted to do a swamp tour. I'm a weirdo like that. And then I thought, oh, that would be good. But then they're like, oh, you should wait until it gets warmer. And gators are more active. I'm like, do I really want to go when they're more active? I don't think so. All right, we're almost there, guys. I'm cruffling as fast as I can. They're so fun. Well, my kids think it was weird because when I guess I was like 20, yeah, because I was old enough to drink. So I was probably 22. We went for Mardi Gras, and at Jack's Brewery they had this like taxidermy store where they just sold alligator parts, I guess you'd say. And I got one, and I used to decorate it for the holidays. So like for Christmas, he'd have like a little hat on, but it was just the mouth part, the head and the mouth, and the teeth were open like that, or the mouth was open. But my kids were like, oh, I'm still scarred from that because the back of the head looked all burnt. I was like, what can you do? You know, like, sorry. See? Yes. I love those. I don't know. I just figured it's better than being wasted, right? I mean, they took the animal for the meat and, you know, the hide, and I'll take the head. I don't care. Oh, really? Your Dollar Tree doesn't? I call it the 5-quarter store now. That's the 5-quarter store. The 5-quarter store is awesome. I got mine. Where did I get mine? I think mine are from, but I had mine a while ago because I needed them for the ends of my braids. I got mine from, I think, Target. It wasn't $1.25, but I got the clear ones. But it doesn't really matter. You'll see here, even if I had black ones, they could be red, whatever. You'll see that in this project, it's not going to be a big deal because you won't be able to see them. Okay, so we're just folding it under 3 times, putting the clip on, turning it around. Here, let me clean up some of this spot so you guys can see what I'm doing. I feel like Sanford and Son over here. Okay. There we go. Turn it around. Do the same thing. Okay, do your cruffle. So like itsy bitsy spider, 2, 3. Take your clip out. Okay, then you have right in the middle. I use my little board, so I make sure I'm right in the middle and fold it in half. If you're not in the middle, your wreath's gonna look a little off-sided sometimes. For the most part, nobody else will know, but I'm one of those people that like I would be so self-conscious, like, oh God, does everybody notice that my wreath is a little lopsided? Okay. So that's all we're doing, and that's why I said this is something that you can do watching TV, listening to music, obviously. You know, it's like mindless things. Like if I wanted to, I could pre-cut all of this and I could do this in the car. This isn't something I would need to have a whole desk for. Just, you can do them ahead of time and then put them in a laundry basket. Could you imagine how many cruffles I can get in 30 hours in the car? I'd have the whole car filled up with cruffles. I'm sure my husband would love that. Open the door, they're all popping out. Okay, so I just do it, pop it over there. Okay, we're real close. I'm gonna bring this out because we're real close to needing our wreath form. And putting it together will go quick. This is the part of it that takes a little bit longer. But we've only been on for 40 minutes, so it's actually going a lot quicker than what I thought. Oops. Okay, so see what happens when you get to your end of your roll, it really wants to roll up. So I did 3. Get back up there. 1, 2, 3. And then make sure it's in the middle, nice and flat, and fold it in half. Okay, I like to put my finger in there. And then too, when you do it like that, you can see where you're at with the poofs. And you just fold it in half, and I'd say maybe a 1/2 inch up. And then I put the little piece in there. And over on TikTok, if you guys are just joining, make sure you give us a follow. We're looking for all the follows for our crafty TikTok shop. Oh, we're up to 244. No, 2244, excuse me. So we've gotten 20 new followers today, which is awesome. It seems so far away, but we're actually almost to the halfway point, right? So our halfway point is 2,500. And we have to get to 5,000. So, what is this? Nice, thank you. Thanks for the gifts. You're awesome. Good evening, Lady B. So we're just, if you just came in and joined us, we're doing a lemon cruffle wreath. And we're doing the cruffles a little different than we normally do. Instead of putting them on our wreath like this, okay, we're gonna actually fold them in half. So we're folding them in half like that, and we're using them this way. Definitely give us a follow if you guys are just jumping on. Okay, and when you put your rubber band on, make sure that they're still flat together. Okay, you want them to be flat. Here, so you could see that. So see how it's perfectly flat together, like it's not twisted, because you want them to stay in that shape. Okay, and then put your rubber band on there. There we go. So that way it still holds that little shape for you. That's the goodness of deco mesh, right? Okay, let's see how many we have, because I know yellow I cut more. So let's see, 2, 4, 6, 8. Okay, we're almost there. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. All right, and there we go. We have our last one there. So we'll be ready to rock and roll in a couple minutes. Okay, so I'm just gonna do that 3 times over. It's about an inch fold. And then you do it on both sides. And this is cut at 14 inches. Okay, and then you do 1, 2, 3, and grab your little, you can take your clothespin off, you can use a clothespin, a chip clip, whatever works. Okay, fold it in half, as best as half as it can be. Grab your rubber band. Okay, and that rubber band's just gonna hold it there for you. You could do this craft by putting it in directly, but I feel it's more sturdy if you have this, because you're gonna see it needs to hold on to the cable tie, and having that little rubber, it just makes it a little bit tighter. Okay, make sure you guys are hitting that follow button. Okay, there we go. 2, 3. Ah, thank you, Trisha. I enjoy being here. This is like my little crafty outlet. Like, I just get on here, be crafty, talk with other crafty people, which is so good for the soul, right? People that actually get you and understand you and not think you're a weirdo for collecting so much supplies and having a whole crafty room taking up your house. Okay. And then we're gonna put on our piece. Throw it aside. So we're down to 4. So as soon as I'm done with this 4, then we'll start putting it together. A lot quicker than sitting here folding all these. And then I think Thursday we're gonna do not a wreath. We're gonna do almost a little bit more crafty project, still using deco mesh, but it's gonna be a little bit more crafty. So you guys are definitely gonna have to come back on Thursday and see what I'm doing. I'll give you a hint. It does have to do with ladybugs. Okay, but it's not a ladybug wreath. It's not a ladybug door hanger, because I've done both of those already. Okay. Oh, put my clothespin on. It's like I could do this in my sleep right now. There we go. Fold it in half. Again, these are 10-inch wide deco mesh strips cut at 16 inches. Okay, it's cut at 16 inches. Oh, I'm sorry, 14 inches. I don't know why I said 16. Cut at 14 inches. I'm using a 14-inch work wreath. Okay, that's what's gonna all go on to. And then I'm using a 10-inch sign, a really cute lemon sign. And then I think we're gonna put a, we have some little daisies over here we can put on it. We have a little area that we have all of our extras, you know, when Leah or I do a project and it's like you don't use all of it. So I like to go through that and add little goodies. You know, and we all have that, I'm sure, in our crafts. Stuff that you didn't use the whole, you know, flower bush for. All right, who stuck with me this whole time while folding these up? Because this is my last one. And then it's time for the fun stuff. And if you're asking too, I'm not getting any fraying right now just because I did the wood burning tool on these. So it keeps the fray to a minimum. But if you don't have a wood burning tool, just make sure your rotary blade is very sharp, meaning use a new one. It'd probably be the best way. Thanks for the follows, guys. We're really chopping it up today. TikTok is smiling on us because there's been some times where we've had lots of views, but they've already all been, you know, following us. So we're getting a lot of new eyes today, and I appreciate that. Appreciate all the follows. Let's see. Let's see. Okay, now we're good. We're here. We're here for it. Trisha says she's here. She's invested. Okay, so we're done with all that part. Let me move my little phone over. So we no longer need our little hair bows. Okay, we'll put our hair bows away. Now, we're gonna get our wreath. And what I found is that it's easier to preload your wreath with your cable ties first. So this has 4 wires on it, right? You're only going to be using the 2 middle. So we're not using the outside or the inside, just the 2 middle. Okay? We're gonna load 6 on each section. So each section, so there's 7 sections on here, right? So we're gonna put 6 on each section. Just those two metal bars. Okay? So if you preload them, and don't pull it all the way because you want it to be open so you can put your piece in and close it. So don't close it all the way. Do not make it tight. Okay, you just really want to put it in there till it just clicks a little bit. Okay. This could be some busy work for your grandkids. Thanks for the follows, guys. So appreciate it. Where are we at now? Lots of follows. Yeah, 2249. Okay, so I got 5, and let's do 6. Okay, so I'm going to show you real quick what we're doing. So I preloaded my 6 there, right? Okay, so now I'm going to go through, and I'm going to do 6 and put these in different order. So I'm going to do my green first, excuse me, So I get my little green piece, right? And right where we put, so I'm gonna stick that little part there in the middle. And then, here, how can I do it? Let me see if I can do it to where you can see it. Okay, so he's in the middle, and then I'm just gonna make it tight. Right around where I made the, that little, where I put the, rubber band, the little clear rubber band, okay? So he's in there, he's secure, he's not wobbling back and forth. Okay, the next one I'm gonna put is yellow. So I'm doing the same thing. I'm just gonna kind of wedge it in between those two and give it a good little tug. Okay, and you can put these, you usually want to, oh shoot, I did it the back way. I did it backwards. When you look at your cruffles, you want the ruffles to go the same way. So on this one, I made a mistake. So this one, the ruffles are going towards the back. This one, the ruffles are going towards the front. So I'm gonna cut this one off and pay attention, right? Because obviously I wasn't paying attention. I was too busy yip-yapping. Okay. So let me turn it around so it's going the same direction as the green one. Okay. So I'm gonna put that in there, give it a good little tug. Perfect. Okay. So you just want to butt it up right to that next one. There we go. So it's more uniform. It just looks cuter, I think. If you do it back and forth, it'll just give you more of a messy look. There we go. And you cut off as you go. Okay, and then I'm going to put the little cute blue. So I got to make sure which way my cruffles are going, and they're going that way. And the back of it will look really nice too, because it's real nice and uniform. So you could see the back. There we go. So that's what the back will look like. So you'll just have all the colors going around the back. Sometimes people are really concerned. Hey, yes. Oh my God, Brenda, it's like having completely, oh shoot, did we just turn off on Facebook? Oh wait, it came back, it came back. Yeah, we just had a conversation about getting new blades. Like, new blades are definitely a lifesaver, and you don't realize how much you went without it. Okay, so you're just making sure which way your ruffles are going, your cruffles. Put it in there, push it down. There we go. It's good to kind of push it there. Sometimes I can get 6, sometimes I could get 5 in here. But the goal is for 6, because that's what I cut, was my goal, was for 6. Okay, so we're doing the green. So you just follow in the same order. Let's get our pieces in here. So there's 4 right now. So it'll give you 2 of each in each section. There we go. All right, 2250 and follows. Awesome, guys. Thank you so much, TikTok. Has anybody on here done this particular type of wreath? I think it's cute. I'm more of a fluffy wreath type of girl, so this is right up my alley. Okay, put our next one in. Just gotta make sure it's going the right way. And you're doing all of this in the middle, using the 2 middle bars in here, wires. And cut off your little pieces. Okay, so this has 6, so it has 2 of each color. So see how, and you can kind of move them with your hands too. So see how pretty quick that went? It didn't take a lot, and it's just a matter of keeping your ruffles all the same direction. Okay, and then we're going to mount our little cute sign inside, so we can do that too. Actually, can I do that right now? I should probably do it right now, huh? You know what? Maybe let's just see. Because I'm thinking it might have to go on top rather than underneath, because I think this is all going to cover all of the outside pieces. I mean, I don't want it to cover up my sign so much, so I might wait. Yeah, I'm going to wait and see if I can put it just more kind of like in there and wedged in there. And I'll still secure it, but kind of wedge it in there so it can be seen a little bit more. So we'll wait on the sign. Okay. And then I think I'm not going to do a big crazy bow, something simple. Something simple. Okay, so let's go in here, get our 6 ties, preload our cable ties. Hey Marianne, how are ya? Welcome in. We're doing a cruffle, folded cruffle wreath. That's what we're doing today. It's different. It's different. I normally don't fold my cruffles, and it didn't even dawn on me until I saw a wreath, and I went, wait, because at first what I thought it was is I thought that these were all individual, just little tubes. Here. What I thought, let me tell you, because I like to look at stuff and kind of dissect it. So when I first looked at this, I thought, dang, that's a lot of work, because I thought what they were doing was, I thought they were just rolling tubes, right? I thought they were just rolling simple old tubes and then rolling another tube and then like putting that one together. And I was like, ooh, that's a lot of work. But then when I looked at it and actually looked, I go, oh no, there's one going this way and then this way. So I'm like, that's one piece and that's one piece, you know, rather than a bunch of sectioned off pieces, which is way better for me. Okay, so there's 3 there. So I'm putting on these, but not locking them down yet. Okay, so there's 4. Here's 5 and 6. So see what I was saying, Marianne, earlier is that it's not long to do this. It just, it doesn't take a long time. It's just time consuming making the little cruffles here. But once you get it all done, then you just fit them into the spot and they go in the middle. Okay, and then tighten it down, and then you can kind of push it back. So each section you want 6, 2 of each. And then I just keep doing the same color combo. And just making sure that the ruffles are going in the same direction every time. There we go. And then a blue. It's like playing a game. You just don't want to mess up halfway through, because then you're going to have to undo what you just did. And you already saw I did that in the very beginning, so thank God I made a mistake in the beginning. We're filtered. Uh-oh. Some of the comments in the live were filtered. Well, I hope nothing crazy is going on in there. I hope it's not getting too crazy in there. Okay, so there we go. So let's see, in this section I have the 3, so I have the green, the yellow, the blue. So we'll do it again. We'll do green, and I'm just grabbing as what I'm sitting here. So if you ever get mixed up on where you're supposed to be, just flip your wreath around. Okay, so green, push it up a little bit. Oops. Yellow, come on. And yellow, making sure that the ruffles are all going the same direction, your little loops there. Thank you. Oh, look at you guys have just been sharing your little booties off. I so appreciate it. Sharing is caring as far as I'm concerned. Okay, and then my last one in here will be a blue one. So see, I'm almost, well, I guess that's a third done, huh? Not quite half done yet. But we're only at an hour in. But like I said, I was here, When did I start? So it was like an hour and a half just cutting these because I used the wood burning tool, which isn't as quick as our, our other little way that we like to do it with the rotary cutter. Get in there. Hold on. This little guy wants to fight me. There we go. There we go. Just want to make sure everybody's in there nice and firm. Okay. So there's the next group. So you can go through and cut off all your pieces. Oop. Jessica. Jessica. I don't know if she hears me. Jessica. Oh, I was like, you have to play the game. We have to play this little puzzle game on TikTok. So you always have to have someone around to get up on the chair to play the little puzzle game. It's pretty funny. I mean, after how many months we've been on here since... Thanks for the follow. Who is that?
Is the camera
Is there a
good?
custom wreath? Yeah, it's perfect. Okay, so here we go. We're still going around. Let me take all these little tails off. And then you can preload again. So you can go through and kind of organize if you want them to be all, kind of matchy-matchy and have them all. There we go. Here, let me show you what that looks like. Now that you have them in, you can go through and make sure everybody has their little head sticking out the same way. So it's very organized looking. I'm usually not a wreath maker like that. I'm usually the wreath maker that has everything everywhere. What did I first put around my mesh? Okay, so let me show you real quick. I'll give you a quick demo. So what I did first is I used 10-inch mesh, okay? So it's 10-inch mesh and it's cut at 14 inches. So I did, I rolled it. Here, let me put this here so you can see it. I rolled it tightly. So I rolled 1, 2, 3, okay? And those are about a little less than an inch, right? Then I put a holder on that for me in the middle, turned it around, did the exact same thing. So this is just basically a cruffle, that cruffle method, 1, 2, 3. And then when I had it there, I did like itsy bitsy spiders. So I did 1, 2, 3, and then grabbed my clothespin off, made sure I have the middle. So I need the middle of where the mesh is. And once I have that middle, then I just folded it up. Okay, so now I have it folded up. You can see there it's around my finger. Then you can get, there we go. Then you can get this is just one of those clear tiny rubber bands. And just catch the end of that. I probably go maybe not even a full inch up. And then once it's on there, so now I have this piece. This piece is actually what goes on here. Okay, so I made 14 of each color because I have 3 colors. So 14 of each color, and they go all the way around. Then what we're gonna do is we're going to preload our wreath form, and we're just going through the 2nd and 3rd loop of metal there. So I'm just putting 6, and I'm just having it just to where it closes. I don't need to crank it all the way down yet. Okay, you just want to preload 6 of them on there because you're going to do 2 of each color. Oh, you're very welcome. That's what I'm here for. That's what I enjoy to do. I love to get people's creativity going. So could you imagine you can do this with like, because I was debating, I was like, ooh, I could do a ladybug, like black, white, and red would be really, really cute. Like you start thinking of, hey, David, you start thinking of like colors that go well together. So it was a toss-up between like the lemon, which I haven't done a lemon in a while. Yes, it makes it so nice and neat. I haven't done a lemon in a while, so I was like, you know what, I'll do a lemon, because I was thinking about doing a ladybug with the black, white, and red. That would be really, really cute too. And we have signs for both. So that's the fun part, is that we have so many signs. Okay, so now you just get that preloaded piece of cable tie there, right? And I just put it here in the middle and let it grab the cable tie. Oops. Okay, so you want it to go down in the middle. There we go. I'm like, this one's trying to fight me. And if it tries to fight you, you can always just get your scissors and push it down in there. Okay, he had a little bit bigger butt than the other, so I guess that's what his problem was. And you just want to make sure that your curls are going in all the same direction. So all my curls are going this way. Okay, so I have, there we go. And you could spread them apart and make sure it's all nice and good in there. Okay, and then you have, your next is your yellow. Okay, and if it's already preloaded, just pull it down. There we go. And then next after that is blue. Thanks for the follows, guys. I so appreciate it. We're having a great day today for follows. We're doing it the old-fashioned way. We don't have anything. FYI, advertisement on the top of the live covers most of what you are doing on my phone. Anyway, you need to move to your right. Everything you hold up can't be seen. I'm just getting started watching. Okay. Oh, you're talking about the sold thingy? I see what you're talking about. Yeah, so maybe on our mobile app, it might be a little bit harder. Oh, shoot. I'm sorry. I'm sitting here yip-yapping and I messed up. They try to make it to where it's kind of see-through, but I understand what you're saying. So I'll try to move. So when I show it, I need to show it more this way. I think that's what you're saying, right, Patricia? So I'll work more over here. I see what you're saying. Look at, I almost did the exact same thing again. Ow! All right, put that in there. Give it a good, there we go. And then push it down. So once you push it down in there, then you could arrange it. There we go. And then you start over with the colors. Yeah, I'll take that into account. I didn't even think about that. And it probably is conformed more for the app because it's for the mobile. Okay, so you just want to make sure, because see, I start talking and then I put it in the wrong way. Yeah, and any of this too, Patricia, if you want to go back to it, I believe the sold bar is not on the replays because it's no longer live. So that's an option too. If you really can't see something and you're really interested in it, you can always come back to it. Okay, so I just need to make sure. So I have the green, the yellow, the blue, the green, and now I need yellow and blue again. See, I start yapping and I forget. Thanks, Mother Yvonne. Thanks for all the follows. Awesome. We're so excited. Okay, so there we go. Got our next yellow in there. Okay. So now we just have our blue to put in. And I wasted one of these, so I got to put another one in. And you can push these, you know, if you pushed them too much to one side, you can move them around. They're not like cemented in with these cable ties. They're still able to move on the wire. Like at the end when you're finessing it and putting it all together. Oh my God, Easter would be amazing. Could you imagine putting in like pink, white, purple, lilac, all of that would be perfect in this. So just start thinking of 3 colors. And 3 is just like the magic number because you have six on each space of it. So you definitely can come up with some great, oh, this one didn't get all the way in. You could really come up with some great color schemes. I'm just making sure it's all the way in. This one didn't get all the way in. Put your butt in there. There we go. I'm like, he didn't get all the way in the... Let me see if I can get it. If not, I'll just cut it off and put it back in, but... There we go. I'm like, oh, can't fight with it. Okay, I was wondering why it was sticking out so high. There we go. So you have your green, yellow, blue, green, yellow, blue. Oops. Now they're holding on to everything. It's like Velcro around here. Okay. So now we are officially, well, almost officially, got 2 more pieces to put on to be officially halfway done. Perfect. I'll try to work more to the right, Pat. So yeah, so see, that's gonna go on there and it'll give us the perfect, like, it's like a little afro. It's like a little afro. It's like a little clown hair or something. So funny. And then you go through and organize your curls here. I don't know why that curl is so long. Okay, there we go. And make sure that they're all going the same way. Just makes it nice and pretty. There you go. And then we have 1, 2, 3. So preload your 6, right? If you're just joining us over on TikTok, make sure you're giving us a follow. Today is a great follow day for us. We have been getting so many great new followers. Oh my gosh, we're up to 2261. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. Some days, I think last week I was like getting depressed. I'm like, nobody wants to follow us. Nobody's even watching anymore. Why am I here? So I'm zip tying, I'll show you. Yes, so our little, let's see, ones that you can really see. So I'm zip tying, so see our little guys there, and it has the little rubber band. So all I'm doing is I'm putting, here, I'll show you in this one. I'm putting this piece in, okay? And then I put the zip tie around that piece. So all I'm doing is I'm preloading first. So that's what it looks like by itself. So that's how it would be zip tied on, okay? So I'm showing you guys too. That's how it would be zip tied on. That's what it looks like. That's why you see all these little heads poking through. It's just all these little pieces. Okay, and so I'm just working, darn it. Man, these things are like Velcro today. There's sometimes they're just super sticky. Oh, I forgot to cut my last little ones. Hold on. 1. Probably easier to do it this way. It's a lot easier to do it this way. So you could just go through and cut your little pieces off. Your little end pieces. Okay, there we go. So I just preload 6 on there. So let's see, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I just barely let it click. Okay. So let's see. I don't know why I have to keep counting. There we go. Okay, so now we're officially 6. And you start over, so you start with the green, and you put it in you first make sure it's going the same direction. So I want the direction of the curls here are all going this way. So this would be the finished side, and then this would be the side with the curls. So I want all those curls to go in one direction. And it'll look a little bit more uniform that way. Or if you did them back and forth, you could do that too, and it would just look like a little messy. Just depends on the artiste. But yeah, anything that you could get a really cool color combo with would work. And this one I used 3. So you could do black. You can do like black, cream, and jute color, you know. Like a tan color would look really cute. Black, white, red, white, and blue. You could put this together and do, oops. I did another yellow, see? Not paying attention. You could do red, white, and blue, obviously. That would be really cute. If you haven't gotten your 4th of July supplies, definitely check out our website. We have a lot of new ribbon that we got in. That's amazing for patriotic stuff. And you can still use our discount, our May 15, okay? So definitely use those discount codes. Save some coins. Or I do girl math and I just order twice as much because I saved 15%. Duh, right? Or I want to make it to that free shipping, so I want to get to $79. That's the other magic number. So I'm all about saving money. So get to that $79 and get your discount and free. Let's see, Anne-Marie. Let's see. I don't know. Let's see how big my zip ties are. So my zip ties are officially, yes, 6 inches. These are 6-inch babies. Okay. So I only have 2 more to go on here. So I'm going to do my yellow. Okay, put your yellow in there. I'm making sure which way my little curls are going. And it'll get, I mean, it won't get hard, but it'll get a little bit more strenuous to when it all comes together, because you're going to have to kind of get your fingers in there and really make sure everything's clicked in there with those cable ties.
Save 15.
Save 15? Oh, he changed it?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Sorry. So scratch what I said. It's save 15, not May 15. Yeah, last week he told me it was May 15. So save 15 is the discount code, guys. Guys and gals, excuse me. Not just guys. Okay, so let's turn this. So this is our last section here on this one. Okay. So you can go through and organize your little pieces. There we go. Look at how cute that is. Oh my God, this is so cute. Why haven't I done this before? Why have I not done this before? Okay. And then we saw our pro tip where you turn it over and then cut your little pieces off. Seems to work better. And I'm using our all-purpose scissors. Basically, these are so handy to use because they still cut the cable ties and still be able to cut. Yes, that's your new code. Save 15. Hey, Darla, how are you? Okay, so see, we're almost done here. We're at 1 hour and 10 minutes, right? No, 1 hour and 20 minutes. Okay. So there we go. And we're gonna come in right on time. So let's preload again. do our 6. I think what I'll do is I'll preload these last 3 at one time. Thanks for the follows, guys. So appreciate it. Definitely, if you're following us, make sure you take down that discount code and go check out all the new stuff we have. And we also have some awesome pre-orders. If you haven't been on our site recently, we added in a lot of cool pre-order stuff. And I already scoped out, there is some leopard ribbon in there, which I have asked for since day 1 of being here. So I saw that there was some basic leopard, which is all leopard, but also we have some little fancy schmancies over there. We have one that looks like leopard with like a Gucci stripe on it. My favorite. So check that out too. Could throw in some little designer stuff in your arsenal. You know, it doesn't say Gucci or anything on it, but it gives you that Gucci feel. It gets you that bougie, highfalutin, wreath-making supplies, right? And that's the whole thing with wreath-making too, is being different. So, like we said, this is a different method. You know, maybe someone in your town is making wreaths too, but is she making this style of wreath? So, oh yeah, there we go. So this is a 14-inch. Definitely a 14-inch. I think you can do it on bigger. So this is what I figured out just by doing this wreath. So the bigger the wreath form, the longer pieces of mesh you're gonna have to cut. So this is a 14-inch wreath. So these are 14 inches long. So if that makes sense, if I was doing a bigger wreath form, 16, 18 inch, I would probably do the same width of cutting your sections. So this sticks out just a spar. So it's in scale with how big you're making it. Okay, so definitely, and if you do make this particular style, always tag BBcrafts in it. We love to see what you do with the ideas, because that's all we are. Leah and I are just here to feed you the ideas, and we want to see what you do with them. You know, this isn't, you don't have to copy exactly, but make a bigger one. Make a bigger one, make bigger poofs with it. Make your cruffles bigger, okay? So you see what I did there? All I did is I just preloaded this, so that way I don't have to stop and change up my jobs. Just do one job and it'll just be putting on these little puppies and calling it a day. Thanks for the follows over on TikTok. Make sure you check it out over on the web, or I haven't even discussed our app. So we have an app that's able to be used with Android and iPhones. Both of them are under BBcrafts, and you'll see our little symbol, our pink logo with the white pair of scissors. That's our app. So what you can do with the app is you can use it as your little shopping cart, because it keeps your products in there, so it doesn't delete your cart. So a lot of times that's frustrating, I know, for me as well, when I go shopping at night and then the next morning I think about it and I'm like, yeah, I do need that stuff. And then I have to reload my basket. So it keeps your basket for you. And then also you can go back on any of the lives. There'll be a photo of the finished product. So you can go directly to that and go, okay, this is the one I wanted to make. And what did Janine tell me? What were the sizes? So you can do that. Thanks for the follows. Okay, let's see where we're at with our follows. Oh my God, 2266. It's a good day out in TikTok land today. Okay, so now we already have them all preloaded, right? I have 6 on each section. So now I'm just going through, making sure my ruffle part, the curl part, is facing that way. So I put it down between those two pieces. Tighten tighten up my cable tie and push them up. Okay, next. So it's just repetitious. That's all this is. It's not real hard. It's just time consuming. So make sure you're charging for this time, because yes, it's going to look like a really cute little simple wreath, but it takes some time. So don't undersell yourself. Get the mat. How much is this mat? Somebody's asking how much this mat is on our website. Yeah, this is one of our mats. It's a 36 inch, so 3 yards.
It's
right? No, 1
stock.
yard. Sorry. Huh?
It's out of stock.
Yeah, she's just asking though.
Let me check.
Okay. Yeah, it's out of stock right now, but we're restocking everything as we speak. We have a lot of stuff coming in. It's always nice, Darla, to have a nice mat that you can see the sizes real quick. And like when I'm making stuff, I know this is dead center, so I could just look and see if it's centered on each side. It just makes a huge difference. Okay, so I'm looking at the back, just making sure that I have everything going the right way, and I do. So you can always give it a little eyeball if you think you're off track. Okay, making sure my ruffles are going the right way. Thanks, guys, for following me and hanging in here. I know this is repetitive, but it's so well worth it because it turns out so stinking cute. Okay, and I really strongly suggest preloading your, darn it, look at these things. Man, this yellow is no joke. This yellow is like, I'm sticking onto everything. Okay, make sure your ruffles are facing the right way. Stick it in between the two middle pieces. Tighten up your tie and move on. Okay, now I need another blue. Making sure my ties go the right way. Yeah, I like preloading them. It's a lot quicker. Okay, so I'll go to the next section. I'm not even going to start fixing this and making this look all pretty till I load them all in. Darn you, yellow. Why is some of them way more sticky than others? What sign do you have? Oh, let me show you. Oh, right? The Gucci print? Well, I know we do have some leopard. We have a designer here, and since I am the queen of leopard, we'll have to get together and put some cute signs together. I think it'd be really cute to put some, you know, like cute ones that like some little bougie girl would want in her, even in her like getting ready area, you know what I mean? Like that Gucci print. Thank you. Okay, so let's see. I'm just sitting here talking. I gotta make sure I'm putting it in the right way. It's the only thing you have to worry about on this is putting it in, making sure it's going the right way. Yes, we definitely will. What were you thinking? Listen, what are you thinking? How do you picture that? Because we always love customer feedback too. Green, yellow, green, okay. I don't know. How do you think? Like I picture it one way, but some way it can be totally a different way. Because I just think that ribbon is just going to be so awesome when it comes in. Got to make sure you got everything going. Okay. And then you can always pre-order and use the discount code. Use the discount code, pre-order, and then you could still use the discount and then the save with the savings too. I mean with the shipping. It's Gucci over here. I like it. I love it. It's Gucci over here. See, I almost put the wrong one. Okay, there we go. Okay, so it's just a matter of feeding those little knobs through and tightening it up. Put my last blue one on this thing. Almost done, guys.
23.
23? Who was asking? There we go. Darla, they're 23 when they're in stock. So definitely keep an eye on that. And we like to say too, when stuff comes in, we'll definitely give a reminder to people. Okay, so I just make sure they're all nice and together. And then this is our last one here. So we'll start with our green. Making sure our curls are going the right way. So green, yellow. Ooh, this yellow's getting on my nerves. Keeps trying to stick to everybody. Blue. There we go. Okay, and then 3 more, and then we are done with putting all these pieces together. It's like a little puzzle. See, darn it. Okay, and green. And then when you're getting down to it, it's starting to, the space is closing in on you. Kind of good to put, look at this thing sticking all to my clothes. It's good to put your hands in here and kind of pull them apart so you can see what you're doing. Okay. Make sure your curls are going the right way. There we go. And our last one. Oop. Okay, last one, guys. Turn it. Look at my shirt. Yikes. Okay. And then this is our last one that goes in here. Make sure our ruffles go in the same way, the curl. Make sure it gets around that. There we go. So now we got our little cute little thing. And I entered my card. Can you only order one thing at a time? No. You can order. You can fill up your whole cart. I just tried ordering the mesh that you're working with right now, and then I was adding a sign. No, you can add it all in at one time. You should be able to, Marianne. Shouldn't be a problem. Okay, I must have did something wrong. Are you on our site or are you ordering through the mobile? Okay, so all I'm doing now, guys, is just fixing my little curls to where they all go in the same direction. There we go. Okay. It's like fine tuning. You know, it's like finishing your hair and making sure it all goes in those right little spots. You don't want any cowlicks, right? Like if something is curled too tight, you can kind of move it. There we go. That is so stinking cute. Why didn't I do this before? Okay, so now I'll flip it over. And let's cut our little pieces of tie. It's the only downside to cable ties is I feel like you cut most of it off. Okay, make sure they're nice and tight too, guys, before you cut them off. Probably could have used a shorter tie. I know there's 4-inch ones, so I didn't have as much waste, but I mean, it is what it is, right? At the end of the day. just kind of sunk down in there. But yeah, the back of it doesn't look bad either, so you can really not have to worry about the back. Not that I really worry that much about the back of my wreaths, but some people like them to look, you know, nice. One lady said she uses from the Dollar Tree, the steering wheel cover thing, and I was like, I mean, nobody really looks at the back. Hello, Tennessee. Oh, gotcha, with me being online here. Gotcha. Look at this thing. Ah. I just got the shirt, too. That's all snaggy. Yikes. Okay, so now we're all good. Like I said, you can move your little goodies around so it's nice and uniform. There we go. Look at that. How cute is that? Okay, so now we're all good. The middle, I'm glad I didn't put the sign in underneath because that's all you would have been able to see. So it's always good to kind of wait and see how you want to put this together. So I think what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to put it here in the middle and then move it out a little bit, just kind of get most of my cruffles out of the way. And I'm not going to push this all the way down. I'm just going to kind of almost sit it here on the top. And how you could achieve that is using your cable. Hey, Sarah. So how you can achieve that is using your cable mounts, okay? So you just go in and put on your cable mounts, and then you're able to use your, thanks, Misty. Hey, Sarah, thanks. Appreciate it, Marianne. And it was, I mean, like I said, it's easy. It's just repetitious, you know? It's not hard. Okay, so I put my pieces there, and then you get your chenille stems here, or AKA old people call them pipe cleaners. FYI, I'm one of those old people. I remember when these came out and people were like pipe or chenille stems. I was like, what's a chenille stem? Because I think of chenille as, you know, like the material, like a chenille bedspread. That's what I think of when I hear the word chenille. So I was like, chenille stems, what is that? And I realized what that was. I was like, oh, you mean pipe cleaners. It's what the old men used to use to clean their pipes when old men used to smoke pipes. What do old men do now? Do they go in asking for chenille stems? I don't think so. Okay, so we're just putting them in. Okay, we're gonna give it a little twist. There we go. So now once you have it in there and you have your little Martian legs hanging out. Okay, so I'm gonna kind of put it in where I want it and then flip the whole thing. Okay, we're gonna have to see. So I'm just gonna make it go to this inner piece, and it might be a little not short, but you're gonna have to really make it reach. Okay. There we go. So just put it to the outside. Push it down a little bit if you need to get a little bit of length on those pipe cleaners. Okay, and you can flip it over and see if that's enough. Yep, that's enough. Okay. And then got two more to do here. There we go. Do that other side. Push down a little bit to kind of get you some length on that. Okay. And then you can push those down and make them look nice and respectful. You don't want them to be sticking up all wild. Okay, put that in there. There you go. There we go. Perfect. Okay, so that's what we're working. That's what we're working with. So you can kind of move it around, get your little pieces out. If they're a little cramped underneath there. There we go. How cute is that? Okay, so you can leave it just like this is perfect the way it is. Here, let me show you first for TikTok. Let me turn it around over here for Facebook. Okay, so you see how you can just go with that, but we picked out a couple of cute ribbons to kind of go with, and I'm just gonna make one bow up in the top corner. I'm not gonna go crazy with bows in the middle, in between, or tails or anything, because I kind of want the technique to kind of make the look come together. So let me get our bow maker. Isn't this on pre-order right now? The bow maker? Isn't this on pre-order?
Which one?
The bow maker?
I believe it is.
Okay. If you guys are interested in this, we do have this coming up as our pre-make. Thank you. Hey, you're driving and watching? Busted. You didn't show how you made the wreath. What do you mean? Yeah, Donna, we've been on here since 2. So yeah, so I did do it, but if you want to see, I mean, it was super, super simple. All we did is we made these cruffles here, and I just put them in the back. You could see, I just put them in here. This was 10-inch deco mesh, and I cut it at 14 inches. It's a 14-inch work wreath, and I just did the variations of the colors and put them in with cable ties. But you can see, thank you, Lashun. You can see that, Donna, if you go on our app, after this is over, we upload this whole tutorial. So, and you can get our app in Android and, what's the other one? The Apple. I'm on the Apple. Yes, Anne-Marie, I believe they're on pre-order. So you can go ahead and pre-order them. Use that discount code, save 15, and then just go with it, man.
It's in stock.
Oh, it's in stock.
It arrived last week.
Oh, it arrived last week. Okay, what about our scissors?
Which one?
The scissors?
I believe those are in stock as well.
Oh, okay, Anne-Marie, so I just got word. These are in stock, so you don't even have to pre-order. The bow maker, amazing. So what's different between this one? You see how this is folding up? Oh, I could probably even take this on my trip and just make bows, huh? Oh, you can. That's good. Yes, definitely, Marianne. And then you can fast forward through it if I'm yip-yapping too much, because this is all just repetitive work. So this isn't like you had to watch the whole thing. Once you figure this out, you can just go with it. You don't need to keep watching. So why it's called the bow and go is because this all folds in. All these pieces come out. Okay. Let me show you. So I'm not going to take them all out, but see how they fit in there? So you'll be able to put them all in there, and then it folds up. And then it's to take it on the road, or you can, if you have a crafty area where you don't have a lot of room, you don't have to have it laying out all the time if you're not using it. You know, if you're using it a lot, obviously it would stay out, just like we have ours out. But let's go in. Let's go in and do our thing right now. That way I can let you guys go and enjoy your day. So I'm going to leave like a 10-inch tail. Okay. And then let's see. Let's do 5 inches. I'm not going to go real big this time. Ribbon here. So let's do 5 inches. Maybe 5. We're going to do 5.5 for this beginning one, okay? So 5.5 is right where it, where the hinge is. Okay, so I'll do 1, And I'm not gonna make it like the bow is the focus because I really wanna focus on this technique. Like you took a long time to do this technique. Like don't just cover it up with a bow. Be like, look what I did. Look how long I sat at my table and made these little cruffles. So sometimes you want that technique to take the show. You know, it's so often we do these great techniques and then we cover them up with ribbon tails and everything else. Can't see the other side. We're just focusing right now on the bow, but this is, this was the wreath that we did, okay? And if you want to get both of the shots of our craftiness, on Facebook, we have two cameras. So I have a camera here and then I have a camera, you could still see the rest of it. If you'd like, can't see the other side. You know what, Sarah? This will be for sale. Don't know yet what the price will be, but we have so many now backing up on us. We sell it for basically what we put into it. So it's not going to be what I would charge for it. Let's just say that. Because this takes a lot of time. Like I said, it's just repetitious stuff. 3. Let's do one more. Oops. But you can go in our app and see all of our ones that we've sold. And you'll see they usually go for about, you're not centered in the frame. No, because I kind of moved over because of the, here, is that better? Is that better? Let's see. Here, let me move this. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to please everybody. Okay, there we go. So then there's our green, which I thought was cute. Is that better? Okay, there we go. So we have 3 and 3 with our loops. Okay, this was just an extra piece. Let's do our lemons. Look how cute that is. Did you guys see that? And this was, let me tell you. Oh my God, this is only $4.49. This is too cute for $4.49. Let me just tell you that. Oh, okay. Now can you see the whole bow maker? Wait, there you go. This is only $4.49, guys. I'm like dying. I would pay a lot more for this. It's wired ribbon. It's 1.5 inches, and it has the cutest lemons on that. Now remember, you could still use your 15% off on that as well. No big deal. Okay, so let's go in and we're gonna do our next piece. Okay, I'm gonna put this one up here. Okay, so we'll do our same little thing. So you just do a twist and back. And if you haven't seen the M's Bow Maker, like go to their website and see it. It is so crazy good. Like the lady just makes these big giant bows out of, you get a chance before you finish this video, show me how you did the deco mesh. Oh, for sure, Donna. No problem. Let me just finish this bow and I'll do a quick recap. So anybody who came in late, you guys can see how we did the actual one. Okay, so I'm doing these at 4 inches. Okay, super, super cute. This is like one of my favorite ribbons for summer. Just make sure. I love that I can see exactly how big these loops are gonna be. Makes it a lot easier. I'm used to tying bows with my hand, and when you tie with your hand, you really can't measure, you know, I mean you can, but it takes away time from putting it together. Okay, so there we go. There we go. All right, so there's that one, the yellow ribbons. And also make sure how many followers we have now. Oh my gosh, 2267. You guys were cranking today. Thank you so much for all the follows. We so appreciate it. Let me tell you, it's definitely going to be worth it. Okay, so now we have, I'm just going to put like 2 of these. This is just 1.5 inch satin polka dot. Okay, this is, I'll tell you how much this one is. This one is $5.49 with the polka dots, and you get 10 yards. And the other one too as well, you get 10 yards. Okay, so I'm just gonna go in and do the exact same thing. I'm not really worried about the tails because sometimes some of them I cut off, some of them I keep. Okay, so I'm only gonna do, let's just do 2 of these. And let's see, this one is at 3 inches. So do the same thing, just making sure I'm hitting that 3 inch. 1, 2. Oh, you know what? Let's go ahead and do 2 because that black and white I only want to have. Yeah, that black and white I only want to do 2. So let's do 4 on this one. Okay. Boom. And we'll fluff it all up and turn it all around, all that fun stuff here in a minute. And then I just wanted to put just a little bit of black and white just to kind of make it pop. I think I'll just kind of make it, I don't know. I always love black and white, especially with yellow. Okay, so twist it. And we're just gonna do a little tiny piece. Twist it. So this is probably what? Yeah, it's just 2 inches. Okay, and I'm only doing one bow of that. Just making sure it's 2 inches. There we go. I just felt it needed a little contrast. Go. Get a chenille stem. That's what I usually always forget. And that will help you attach it to your wreath. Okay, so I put that underneath everything. And then go through with your larger, this is an 8-inch cable tie. So it's nice if you push everything kind of down and make sure it's nice and tight. Right? And then pull it up and it won't pop out on you and go all crazy. And then you can put your, so I just hold it with my 2 fingers. So it almost looks like a little sandwich, right? So I just hold it with my 2 fingers and put my cable tie on. Make sure it's going through that chenille stem. Oop, look at it. Just popped away. It did not want to be used. Rude. Okay. And then once I get this together, then I'll give you a quick overview of exactly what we did from start to finish, and then we'll be done. Okay, so I made that as tight as possible, right? Still have my chenille stem in there. Whoop, almost pulled it out. Okay, because that's what's gonna go to our wreath. So you're gonna cut that piece off. Get rid of your bow maker. Okay, so you can go through and I just like to get my fingers and kind of pull them apart. And I like some of my tails to go up, some of my tails to go down. That's just me. That's just me. I'm a little different. As the kids say, I'm built different, right? I was like, what do you mean by that? My son kept saying, I'm built different. I was like, what do you mean? You came from me. You're a weirdo, just like me. Unfortunately, he is. Okay. Okay, so you get those ribbons. Get all of those ribbons. Ribbons just make me happy. When it's in this bow form, it's like just so fun. It's just so fun. Okay, so now you have all your pieces. You're gonna go to your bow, to your wreath, right? There we go. And you can move those little black and white. You could put the tails underneath if you wanted to. So that way it's not like right in your face. And that's what I love about wired ribbon, because I want those to kind of go to the back. Okay, so you just kind of weave them to the back there. There we go. There we go. Okay, so like I said, I just want this to be up at the top corner here. I don't want it to be the whole focal point because I did so much work with the technique. Let me stand up, guys. Let me put this back in the frame there for you. Okay, so let's see, where are we at? Here we go. Okay. So I'm just gonna dig down deep and find a spot that I can put this in. There we go. Okay, you got that in there. There we go. Tie it on. Give your chenille stems a couple of, thanks for the follows. Give it a couple of twists on there. That's when you can kind of go through over here and kind of doctor it up how you want it. Some people like a lot of tails, some people don't. Okay. There we go. There we go. Loving that. Okay, so now it's just a matter of just fussing with your bow and seeing where you want it to really be at. See, I like moving them all around. I mean, I know some people just like them to be completely layered the way they put them on there, but sometimes I like it a little kooky. So finish your end pieces here. Yes, these ribbons are awesome, and at the price, I mean, even at any of your big craft stores, you still don't get the same deal, even with the 40% offs and all the sales and stuff that they do. It's not the same. Definitely not the same, considering the quality. And on top of that, then we still have our little discounts here, you know? You can't go wrong. Especially that lemon one. That lemon one's my favorite. Like this little guy just, makes my heart sing. There we go. So I want that one to really show up. Black and white can kind of go off to the side. It's just sort of an accent, you know? There we go. And then I have another little long lemon one over here. There we go. Oh my gosh, I love it. Love, love, love it. Okay, let me pick it up to show you. Okay. So that's the finished product. Can you guys all see that? There you go. Isn't that cute? Okay, so let me show you real quick. Somebody was asking. I'll show you what we used. So we used the 14-inch work wreath. We used 10-inch deco mesh, okay? The deco mesh I cut with a wood burning tool, but if you don't have a wood burning tool, you just use a rotary cutter, but make sure it has a new blade in it, okay? It'll be a lot easier and it won't fray as much if you have a new blade in it. And you cut these at 14 inches, okay? So you do so it's 6 on each section of your frame. So it's 42 pieces total, okay? And then, so each color, So you did the 3 colors. So each color had 14 pieces. Okay, I know this is a lot. I'm telling you a lot. You can always go back into the app and just fast forward it to where I'm talking if you just want the quick rundown. So you do 14 inches and you would do 3 sets. So you're gonna do 6 pieces each section, okay? And each section is using, where is it? So all this was a cruffle. Here, let me cut this and I'll show you exactly what it was. So all this is I'll be done in like 5 minutes. Okay, Jess? 5 minutes. Okay. So then all you do is, like I said, this is 14 inches. So you're going to turn this over 3 times on itself. Okay. And then 3 times on itself. And you could use clips or whatever. And then you're going to do the itsy bitsy spider and you're going to go 1, 2, 3, grab the middle. Okay, so once you have that middle, it's gonna look like a little butterfly, right? And one side is the curls, one side is flat. You're gonna get it together and you're gonna fold it in half, okay? If you can see this correctly, you're gonna fold this in half like that. Once it's like that, okay, you wanna keep it nice and flat. Once it's like that, then you get one of these little guys. Okay, and this is just a clear rubber band, those little ones. And you're putting that on the ends. Okay, and that's how you're getting all the pieces that go into the frame. So this goes in here, right? So you put that into the middle part of the frame and you're gonna use a cable tie. So that's how you're getting that look all the way around. Okay, and you can even turn around your wreath and you could see that's exactly what I did all the way around. Okay? So I hope you guys learned something new today. I learned myself. And that you can make these bigger. You just need to cut larger pieces of deco mesh. So this was 14-inch wreath, so I used 14-inch deco mesh. I'm sorry, Whitney. Whitney's yelling at me. So you use 14-inch deco mesh. So if you did 18-inch wreath, I would use 18-inch deco mesh, like cut it at 18 inches so your ribbons are taller, so it makes up for the size difference. Okay, guys. So I hope you guys enjoyed. You could flip the views on this. So I hope you guys enjoyed this one. So we have, isn't that cute? So we have that one, that's our welcome. You could sit there and you could play with this all day, just like you play with your hair, you know, and getting it perfect. So that's all just a matter of that, but yeah. So that was our project for today. Leah will be here tomorrow. I'll be here Thursday. Thursday, we're gonna do something a little different, more of an artsy craftsy project. The only thing I can tell you is ladybugs. So, and it's still using deco mesh and ribbon, but it's not gonna be a wreath or a door hanger. But anyway, I hope you guys all come back and join us. All right, and thanks TikTok for all the follows. We so appreciate it. And thank you Facebook for hanging in there with us. All right, go check us out. Go check out the app and download and get your 15% off. I mean, you can't go wrong with that. Remember, that's Save 15. All right, thanks so much, guys, for hanging in there with us. I know this was a little bit longer than normal, but I was doing a lot of chit-chatting. I love all the chit-chatting, right? That's what it's all about. I love the little crafty community. Here we go. Not too cute. Having problems over there?
I can't end the live.
She's all, I can't end the live. I'll just be on live. I'll just stay on here. I'm forever on live. All right, now you got it. It says swipe to close. Did you close it? Are we closing? Oh, we're still on.
Yeah. Because it says 28 new followers, right?
Yeah. Okay, there we go. Real-time performance, but it's telling me in real time. Are you sure you're still not on? It's still on.
Just kidding.
I was like, it's still on.
Sorry, guys. I pressed